but we do first want to get a look at some of the news you need to know.
Christian Garzone is live in the newsroom. He's taking a look at some of our top headlines this morning. Christian?
Good morning, ladies. We begin with the ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran facing challenges already, less than a day after an agreement to pause fighting for 2 weeks. Iranian state media reports Iran pulled back on a key concession. The Strait of Hormuz is closed once again. This is in response to continued Israeli strikes in Lebanon that killed hundreds of people. The Trump administration and Israel both say the ceasefire does not include operations against Hezbollah. One person is in custody after a major jewelry heist at Grease Ridge Mall. 26-year-old Victor Masonette is accused of stealing $70,000 worth of jewelry from Monarch Jewelers. Investigators say he entered the store early Saturday through the employee entrance, smashed open a display case, and stole multiple gold necklaces. They say he tried to sell the jewelry at a local pawn shop. Record high lake levels on Seneca Lake are forcing officials in Geneva to enforce temporary closures. This follows one of the rainiest months of March on record for the city, as officials now work to clean up damage and washed up debris. The city has closed access to the boat launch, concrete steps, and areas along the path where sinkholes have been identified, but says the lakefront is safe for people to enjoy. Happening today, Monroe County's head horticulturalist will share the official lilac report ahead of this year's festival. We will have the full details on 13WHAM News at 5 and 6 and over at 13wham.com. The festival runs from May 8th through the 17th at Highland Park. And that's what you need to know. Back to you ladies in the studio.
All right, Christian, thank you very much.
All right, let's get a look at what we have brewing for the next 2 hours, starting with tax day right around the corner. This morning, we're counting down to the deadline with expert advice from MMB+CO on last-minute filing tips, common delays, and what to do after you hit submit.
Yeah, then a celebration of service, scholarship, and smooth jazz. The Rochester alumna chapter of Delta Sigma Theta is inviting the community to its Diamonds Are Forever Jazz Brunch. We're getting a closer look at the afternoon of live music, great food, and fundraising for future scholars.
And later, get ready for a night of savage burns, ruthless comebacks, and a whole lot of fun. The Inner Loop blog is once again hosting the roast battles at Comedy at the Carlson. We're getting a preview of some of the comedians taking the stage and how you can watch the tournament unfold.
But before all of that, a check of our forecast on this Friday Eve. Those temperatures today on the rise, making their way into the 60s. Meteorologist Marty Snyder tracking how long the warmer temps will stick around. Marty, no complaints from this side of the room.
Not at all, and not from this side either. We're going to see some pretty nice weather today. And today's one of those days where sunshine may be in a little bit short supply, but we have been seeing at least some sunshine working through some of the cloud cover that's out there. And prime example right now where you can see that cloud cover present, but you can see some of that sunshine that is still trying to work in downtown at this point. And we're seeing temperatures start off a lot milder now than the same time yesterday. Yesterday we were seeing areas climb out of the upper teens into the 20s at this point. Now we're up to 47. So again, a big difference compared to what we're seeing yesterday at the same time. A little breezy out there. We're starting off with a breeze of about 14, gusting to 25. But again, really not a bad start to the day. And as we head through the day, we're going to see most of the day stay dry. It's going to be one of those cases where right at the end of the day, more so during the evening, that's when we'll have a chance of a couple showers. But overall, a dry day. It's as we head closer to sunset, just prior to sunset, I think that's when we'll get into at least some of that shower activity. About 68 today for a high, 46 tonight. Tomorrow about 52. Not an all-day rain, but could see a briefly steady period of rain during some of the afternoon hours tomorrow. And tomorrow will at least be in the 50s. Some areas of the south do have the potential of being in the 60s tomorrow. Maybe one of those north-south splits that we often see. Saturday close to 50, back into the 60s Sunday, and could make a run at the 70s again into Monday, and still pretty mild into Tuesday. So overall, some much milder temperatures for a lot of these afternoons coming up for us. And today, pretty nice day. I think a lot of it's going to be dry. It's just towards the end of the day. Could pick up a few showers. So some pretty good news there.
Yeah, that is good news.
Really good stuff. Thank you, Marty.
Okay.
All right, let's go off the top now and start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I will start things off today, and I first saw this story on people.com. So, Panera Bread has launched a new menu item that might have you taking a double take. Now, before we show the video, I want to describe it because it has some people scratching their heads in confusion. The restaurant is describing its newest salad stuffers as a bread bowl for your salad. Now that you know the background, just take a look. And I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. All right.
Wait, hold on.
Panera claims it will be your new favorite way to eat salads, all stuffed in an Italian stuffer roll. The chain called the roll an innovation, created to, quote, deliver the ideal balance of fluffy, soft bread and a freshly prepared dressed salad in every bite. There are multiple ways you can get your salad stuffers. All right. One of them, the steakhouse option, has romaine lettuce and arugula, along with steak and applewood smoked bacon, plus gorgonzola and some other veggies. As for the Santa Fe salad stuffer, it also has romaine, corn, feta, and even blue corn tortilla strips. This season, they're offering a strawberry poppy seed salad stuffer. And if you don't want any of those, all you have to do is tell an employee to stuff it for another salad. Panera Bread's chief marketing officer says salad stuffers were a big hit among testers, and it's, quote, sure to be the next icon on the Panera menu. She's one of my favorite food vloggers as well. But anyway, people are voicing their thoughts on social media, and there's a common trend among commenters who just want Panera to get real. All right, Patrick said, that's a sandwich. R.I.P. Panera. Another person said, so a sandwich, LOL. Katie brought up something that I hadn't thought of, but she said, quote, I've been hollowing out the inside of my baguette and stuffing it with the Greek salad and dipping it into Greek dressing for years. So everyone's kind of done something like this. It's not necessarily an innovation, as they're saying. Some people are questioning how healthy this new menu item is. Amanda Jenkins said, so if I am eating healthy and choosing a salad, do I really want it stuffed into a bread bowl? LOL. And Michelle is saying what we're all thinking. Did the social media team mess up the date for this post? Surely this was meant to be posted on the 1st. Well, not all commenters have been this critical. Wendy actually tried the steakhouse stuffer and said it was yummy and combined her two favorite things. Karen also called the strawberry poppy seed one delicious. And you may remember that Panera went through a massive rebrand, which was announced back in November, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the primary goals was refreshing the menu. These salad stuffers seem like the latest way to do that.
Interesting. Okay, so I agree. Like, call it what it is. It's a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting because a lot of times salads, when they have a ton of stuff in them, they can be just as calorie dense as like anything else, like a soup or a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of misleading sometimes. People are like, oh, I'm going to get the Caesar salad because it's healthy, but it can run you like quite a few calories.
Yeah,
not that we need to be worried about that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That being said, I say call it what it is. Also, my concern would be that the bread gets gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm big on textures. And if there's like a little too much dressing, the bread's going to get all nasty. I'm not about it.
I mean, Panera's known for some of the harder textures of bread.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that's a good point.
And I think that the bottom itself, that's the bowl part, which it still is not a bowl. I can't get over it. As soon as I saw this story, I thought it was April Fool's. But yeah, the bottom, maybe it's able to collect some things. They don't hollow it out too much. I don't know the innovation that they're talking about, what's behind this, but it's, this is a sandwich, 100%. And that's the Caesar salad option.
Okay, and you know, here's my other question too. How long is it gonna look that nice? Because we know that it looks all, you know, pretty in that picture, and their marketing, I'm sure, is like top notch.
Yeah.
But chances are you're gonna get it and it's gonna be like kind of floppy and sad, and there's gonna be like a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
Not to talk trash about Panera, but.
Right, it's great. You guys are doing great, but this is a sandwich. And I feel like if it were chopped, maybe that would help.
Yeah.
But then that would be a take on like a chopped cheese or, you know.
This is true. Make a good point. Interesting. All right. Good story, Steph.
Thanks.
We'll move along to mine now. Question, is it too early to talk about Halloween?
No, we're just right around the corner, Summerween.
Sure are.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Neither does Home Depot. Why? Well, we're about halfway to the best holiday of them all. The home improvement store Home Depot sharing a sneak peek at its collection for the fall with animatronics and decorations that they say are creepier than ever. The hype around Home Depot's Halloween decorations started back in 2020 with the iconic 12-foot skeleton that took over front yards, fields, and haunted hayrides all around the U.S. This guy or gal named Skelly seems to be one of the most popular decorations, even though I've been told I am not allowed to get one. Life is unfair. Skelly is getting an upgrade this year with the ability to record voice lines using an app on your smartphone. You can give Skelly an entire personality. Sadly, though, the new and improved Bag of Bones won't be available for purchase until later this year. But there are things that you can buy right now as part of Home Depot's halfway to Halloween sale. So let's take a look at some of those. They range in price from about $130 all the way to about $400. Typically, we see a theme when it comes to Halloween decorations. I imagine it's because big box stores want people to buy a bunch within the same theme because, hey, you can't repeat your Halloween decorations 2 years in a row, right? Oddly enough, though, we really aren't seeing too much of that this year, at least not right now with this halfway to Halloween sale. Coming in at about $400, we have the 9-foot animated LED Knight, along with the 9-foot T-Rex.
Ooh!
There they are. One that I have my eye on, the animated LED Hearse. I think that would look great on my front lawn. Or fall, or year-round. There are options here. There it is. Look at how cool that is. Are you kidding me?
Is it functional, as in like somebody could sit in there, or?
Listen, I'd be willing to try.
That.
Come on, Mark. You know that would look great.
Mark's face, I wish you guys could.
Yeah. If you're looking for a friend for Skelly the Skeleton, how about the 5.5-foot skeleton pony, or even the pumpkin vine creature that they have promoted? Oh. There's another one known as Cabaret Casualty, which is basically a guy in a wine barrel. Seems like a decent way to go, if I'm being honest. Skelly, though, might be getting lonely sitting in your garage for 10 months out of the year. The list goes on and on and on. Oh, there he is, the Cabaret Casualty. See?
That's something else.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
That's scary. I think we'd be good friends.
Yeah. Keep in mind, though, we still have a ways to go before people actually lock in and start their Halloween purchases for the year. Typically, we see them start to appear right around my birthday, the end of July. So the people who know me well always end up getting me some kind of Halloween decoration, or as I like to call them, just decorations. Last year, Home Depot shared its Halloween line at the beginning of August. Halloween falls on a Saturday this year, so you can imagine it could be a pretty fun time if you lean into it. Let's take a look at some of the comments here. Normally, I try to find like good and bad.
Yeah.
But here's why I love the Halloween community. Everybody's excited. And if you don't like it, guess what? Chances are you're not commenting on it. This person, Lori, wrote, "The Home Depot, thank you for listening to us and bringing back the T-Rex skeleton." I keep calling it a skeleton, like a Peloton. The skeleton. I finally got one. The T-Rex was very popular.
Yeah.
Which was surprising. Kristen said, "Oh my God, you listened and gave us the T-Rex back. It's mine. It's finally mine." Another one going on to say, "The wine barrel guy is fun, but I only buy items that fit my Victorian graveyard theme. And only real scale." See, that's how I kind of feel too. You got to stick with the theme. Brienne Taylor said, "Got what I wanted. I learned my lesson when I didn't get the reindeer the other year, and it didn't come back last year." I should say they have creepy decorations for all holidays. They also had a scary Easter bunny. So, you know.
I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, it's Ashley says, "There he is."
Oh, no.
I know.
No.
See, that would ruin.
Is it Five Nights at Freddy's?
Sure.
That's what it's giving.
Oh, you know what? You're right. But there's the snowman.
Oh, this one's fun.
I would put that up at Christmas.
Frosty's brother-in-law.
Yeah, see, there's that guy. Yes, I have been told by my husband, not once, not twice, but like every year that we've known each other, that I am not to have large animatronics in the front yard because he knows I would keep them up all year and it ruins the aesthetic of the house.
Well,
but we have a Victorian house, which in some light can look a little creepy at times.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that if we had like, you know, a Victorian hearse in the front yard, that's our business.
I understand.
What do you mean?
But maybe
like you wouldn't allow it?
Not year round. No,
What?
Well, there are some modifications you can make to other decorations, like the snowman. You know, you have that. If you have another skeleton, you can maybe put a scarf on it. You can put flowers. There's a lot you could do with just the baseline skeleton.
Yeah, you could put flowers on the hearse. You could put a Santa hat on the driver and the guest in the back seat.
I don't know.
Stuff.
For Christmas, maybe even Easter. I don't know. I support having something.
Okay.
Some kind of.
We're going to fight during commercial break. Mark, you're on my side, right?
Sure.
Mark doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, much more to get to here on ARC Rochester when we come back. We're checking in with Chris Lopez. He's live this morning celebrating 1330 Cancer Connect's 25th anniversary.
Hey, take us with you. Don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. ARC Rochester returns after this. .17 this morning, and today 1330 Cancer Connect is making an incredible 25 years of helping teens and young adults with cancer find connection, understanding, and a place to feel supported.
Chris Lopez is live there this morning at 1330 to share in the celebration and show us all the ways we can get involved. Chris?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, so that event taking place at the Carlson. Doors open at 4:30. The actual program itself starts at 5:10. You're going to have Malik Evans there. You're going to have Bello there as well. So a lot of dignitaries in attendance for this special day. But if you can't make it, and by the way, they're sold out, so you definitely can't make it, we're going to go to Caroline Miller and talk about how you can get involved at 1330. Celebrating 25 years, pretty incredible. But you guys have more than a few ways to actually get involved in your program and help you guys out.
Yes, there are several ways to get involved with our organization. We have many community fundraisers coming up later this month. We have two really great leaders in the fitness community hosting fundraisers for us, and those can all be found on our website at 1330.org. We also have an associate board of young professionals. This is a growing group of very passionate young professionals in Rochester who want to support their peers in the community. So if you're a young professional yourself, or you have a coworker or a family member who wants to get involved, that can also be found on our website and social media. And lastly, we are always looking for members of the community who want to share their time and talents with our programs. Michaela Deeg, our program director, is always looking for people who want to co-facilitate our really special and fun expressive arts, fitness, nutrition, wellness, just for fun social programs with her. And that's another great way to get involved with our organization, and how we met Audrey Dunn over at Yoga Plus.
And I'll be talking to Michaela in the next segment. But thank you for introing me so much. 1330.org is how they can find out more and donate or support you guys as well. Audrey Dunn hanging out over here, founder of Yoga Plus. How did the connection start between you and 1330?
Yeah, a whole 5 years ago at this point, which wild to think about. But Caroline actually reached out to Yoga Plus, and ever since then we've had a bunch of different events and partnerships, and just the relationship has blossomed since then.
And did I hear that your event's going to be here?
Yes.
And why do you want it here as opposed to a yoga studio or upstairs in the fitness center?
Yeah, so 1330 and Yoga Plus have held a bunch of different types of events. We've been in huge event spaces, we've been outdoors, we've been in gyms, but we intentionally like to come back to this kitchen. This is really like the heart of 1330, and it's really an intimate space.
It's warm.
It's
yeah,
warm.
It's very warm. It's vibrant. The
Yes,
colors. It
yes.
doesn't look like an office space.
No. So we clear out all the tables and we make sure that everyone has a mat, water, what they need, and we really just encourage everyone to take care of themselves and fill their cup.
And why yoga? Why do you think yoga benefits so many different people, no matter what they're going through?
Yeah. I think yoga is a really great opportunity to just take a moment to pause and drop into yourself, breathe, and fill your cup so you can then better show up for others and fill theirs along the way.
And how long have you been involved in yoga?
Oh my gosh, I want to say over a decade, which is aging me. Yes,
Forever.
a long time. It's been a part of who I am, how I show up in life, and it's really an honor to be able to bring that to other people.
And then Yoga Plus, do you have an IG or a place
Yes.
that someone can find you?
Yeah, so official Yoga Plus is our Instagram, and then yogaplus.com is where you'll find all our classes.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you for giving us some of your time. Caroline, thank you as well. Carlson today, that's where the event is at. 4:30 is when the doors open. Program takes place at 5:10. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio. Going to be talking to Michaela and Todd Youngman next.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. We appreciate it. It's going to be a fun event.
That is for sure. Hey, don't go anywhere. When our Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Meteorologist Mark McLean will join us after the break. Back. Meteorologist Mark McLean is joining us now. We're talking about the warm-up today.
Yeah.
Does weather trivia have anything to do with that?
You know, it kind of does, because we go back 2 years today. What were you doing 2 years ago?
I was here. Oh, it was after the eclipse, right?
One day after the
One day after the eclipse. And wasn't it
Probably
really
all
nice?
tired.
48 hours. We had 6 hours of cloud cover during the eclipse.
Yeah.
I kept saying, I was out in Brockport, you think it's going to clear up? You think?
I know. There was a lot of pressure that day.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we set a record high temperature.
Of course.
Yep. Okay, that's the weather trivia for today. I don't know, maybe we have some video here that we can put up too, but the trivia asking just how warm it got on this day 2 years ago in Rochester. How about that? It's a fun one. Here we go. Here's the choices. Was it 79 degrees, 76 degrees, 83 degrees, or 88 degrees?
Oof.
Do we have the video, Ashley? Here we go. Abbott.
Wow. Okay, so we still have some folks in like hoodies,
Yeah.
long sleeves, but we're getting ice cream,
Yeah.
which is always fun.
Of course, it's lakeside here, so also you go up. This is the Abbott's in near Ontario,
Yeah.
Ontario Beach, so it gets a little cooler up there when you get up that way. But yeah, I mean, warm enough that people are thinking ice cream.
I mean, I always am, but yes, yes. Okay, I feel like I have a decent guess.
Okay.
In that case.
Okay.
Needed to marinate some.
Yeah. We'll have the answer. We'll have the answer at 9 o'clock, right here on Arc Rochester. Okay.
All right.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that. But yeah, it's been a bumpy road, temperature-wise. We've had numbers that have been, in the 40s and the 30s this week. Remember Tuesday had a high of 37, and today we're talking about a high that may get back to 70. So that's it just swings all over the place this time of the year. And west of Rochester, temps in the 50s. 53 in Burt seems to be the warm spot right now, but also as cool as upper 30s there in Cohocton. So you get these huge differences in temperature away from the lake down through the southern tier this morning. And a little bit of sunshine out there. There's some cloud cover as well. 47, and the other part of the forecast you'll notice is the breeze out of the southwest. That's at 14 miles per hour, the humidity at 37%, dew points at 22. And it's going to be cooling off. There is a cool front that's going to be moving through. So our average is 53, but after today, tomorrow and Saturday, you'll see that little drop back into the low 50s, and Saturday near 50. A little bit of kind of a deceiving sunshine, much like yesterday, where it felt really nice. You can feel that warmth of the sun this time of the year, but the temperature was a little cooler than normal. And springing. The eastern third of the United States, this is the Climate Prediction Center, and we agree with them that above normal warmth seems like a pretty good possibility as we move through next week. Now, the satellite radar, we'll bring it back here. A little bit of cloud cover there, especially west of Rochester, but there's the next cold front, and that's the reason why the temperature is going to kind of sink back as we go through the next 24 hours. That front moves through, brings in that cooler air for Friday and Saturday, and behind that front, the wind turns to the west-northwest. Forecast map shows the small chance out ahead of that front of a brief shower late this evening. This is 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Not a total washout for the evening and overnight, but there is that general chance of a few showers around. And by tomorrow afternoon, as that front is actually kind of moving right over the top of us, we may get a few hours of steady light rain. So not a huge deal, but could drop a quarter inch of rain as that front moves on through and clears out for the weekend. So we will look forward to that. But low 60s at noon, it is going to be a breezy day. That breeze at 30 miles per hour at times, upper 60s by 4 o'clock. It's going to have the feeling of late May in the air today as the cloud cover comes back in this evening. 46 tonight, mostly cloudy, some passing showers, and the 7-day forecast for us has numbers rebounding by the end of the weekend. Sunday is going to be the official yard cleanup day for Western New York. 64 with sunshine, 73 passing showers on Monday, upper 60s on Tuesday, isolated thunder shower, and 50 on Wednesday. It's going to turn cooler. And you can always take us with you. You can scan the QR code on the screen. And when you do that, you get the hour-by-hour forecast, you get the radar, any watches and warnings as they pop up. Recently we had some flood warnings last week from some of that heavier rain. That all pops right on there. We have these 30-second videos, too, that we update, maybe 6, 7 times a day. Put it right out to the app. You get us right in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Do you guys remember, I was thinking about this earlier, do you remember when you were in school, would your teachers ever let you do class outside?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was always the best.
Yeah.
And the weather today, that's what it's reminding me of.
It's tough because the breeze, today it's all electronic though, right? It's all laptops
Well, you know what? That's
iPads.
true.
So you don't even need to worry about the pen and paper anymore, I suppose.
I guess.
Well, we had laptops. They would bring in the little cart, and then you put them away and go outside.
That's right. That's right. I can remember doing that at MCC too. It was always a treat.
We didn't have air conditioning in my high school.
Yep.
But I feel like we had clipboards, if I'm remembering right, that we could clip our stuff to if we went and did class outside.
Always save the 90-degree heat for finals week.
Oh my gosh,
Right?
yes.
Every-
And there was always that one person that would faint during the finals.
Put your hand down on the paper and it'd
no.
stick to it when you lifted it up.
You didn't have that?
Oh yeah, we had that a couple of times.
Yeah, it was, you know, I don't know. I thought about it
In
a
the
few
gym.
times. Yep.
In the
Yep.
gym.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, Mark.
Memories.
I know.
Memories.
Hey, scroll down memory lane. Hey, don't go anywhere. We've got so much more to come here on ARC Rochester. We're back after this. On this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and this morning we are continuing our conversation with the Child Advocacy Center of Greater Rochester.
Yeah, this morning, the organization's new president and CEO, Jeff Peer, is here to talk about the life-changing work being done for kids in our area. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
We were just talking during the commercial break. You said it's been very busy for you over there at the center, especially this month because we are raising awareness about child abuse and child abuse prevention. But tell us a little bit about some of the things that have been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yesterday was a big day for us. Yesterday was our Memorandum of Understanding signing, where all of our partner organizations, we are built with 20 different agencies under one roof, all reaffirmed their commitment to our collaboration. So it was fantastic seeing the different police departments, the county, the mayor's office, standing all in one unison for one mission to serve the children in our community and reaffirming that commitment.
And I'm wondering, because oftentimes officers, law enforcement, are kind of the first people to respond and see these situations. What is it like to, one, have that commitment from them? And what sort of training do you kind of help with to make sure that they know how to approach those situations?
The commitment's fantastic because we all work together. So police officers are the front line a lot of times, same as CPS workers. So when we're able to work together, a lot of the times the children and families have access to our mental health team, have access to our advocates as well. And we rely on each other. And there's a lot of training that happens throughout the years. Our police departments are fantastic. The people we work with are fantastic. We're really under one roof for one mission to really support the family and give the child a safe space. When they come to us, they're safe, they're heard, they're seen.
Abuse can show up in so many different ways.
Yeah.
What are some things that people should be on the lookout for, or things that they should make note of?
That's a good question. We always talk about the difference between a trusted adult or a trusted person and a safe person. We talk about people who groom, they build trust.
right? And when you try to identify what trust looks like versus what safe looks like, a safe adult, a safe person will never ask a child to keep a secret. I think that's important. When we're talking to our kids or we're looking and seeing what's appropriate behavior, what's not, is they're safe, and then there's trusted, right? And then we always tell our child, you know, who do you trust? And I think that is something that we have to look into. So grooming behaviors, telling your child to not tell secrets, let's keep secrets together, let's not talk about this. Maybe there's messaging going on back and forth that might be inappropriate and type of behavior. So parents really have to be vigilant. But I would say to them also is if a child discloses anything, believe them. Believe the child.
Absolutely, really important.
Yeah.
And we know that child abuse can leave some lingering effects as well.
Absolutely.
What sort of resources does the Child Advocacy Center provide to sort of help in that process of that child getting reacclimated to being a child again?
Yeah, absolutely. So it definitely lingers. It's definitely going to be with them for a long time. So we have a fantastic mental health service team, and we have fantastic advocates that will support that child through their journey for a long, long time until they find some healing and some peace. In addition to that, it's very important to know that we need to be available for children when they disclose, because we are also seeing a lot of family members in their 40s, 50s, and 60s disclosing abuse from when they were young but never had the opportunity to come forward and talk. And that trauma has been with them all that time as well. So between our partner agencies, the full support, you have all the expertise, we surround that entire family and that child with all those services.
How much of a difference does it make for somebody, you know, just keeping quiet about it, you know, shoving those feelings and those memories down compared to going and getting help and talking to somebody about it?
Yeah, I think it lifts a lot. I think it shows that the child maybe start feeling safe, heard again and seen again. When those things happen to children, they close in. And they think they're carrying that weight, and they feel guilty, and they feel like they're responsible for that occurring. It might be someone that is super, super close to them. Over 70% of child abuse is someone that they know, love, and is in and maybe part of their family. So when that occurs, they are going to feel alone when that happens, because it's so confusing to them. So when they're able to speak, able to go someplace and talk about it and get the help they need, I feel it changes the projection of their healing.
And just to return back to what we were talking about earlier with April being a busy month for obvious reasons, are there any events that you want to push ahead to or are looking forward to in order to raise more awareness in the community?
Absolutely. April 22nd and 23rd, we have our Northeast Child Abuse Conference. It is a place and a time where experts, professionals in the community, anyone who wants to learn more about child abuse and prevention could go and sign up. We have fantastic speakers, training, breakout rooms. But one of the best parts of that conference is the networking, to meet other people who are doing this work, to listen to each other, to talk about what is happening and occurring, and really help each other and support each other.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for
absolutely.
your time today. And thank you for all the work you do for kids in our community. We'll post all the information for you over on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com.
Hey, don't go far. We've got so much more to come here on ARC Rochester, including when we come back. We're once again going live to Chris Lopez, who's highlighting all the amazing work being done by 1330 Cancer Connect.
And don't forget, we are streaming live. You can join us on the 13wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This afternoon, 1330 Cancer Connect is celebrating a quarter century of empowering teens and young adults with cancer so they can live life to the fullest and create connections that last a lifetime.
Yeah, our Chris Lopez is live from their headquarters on Elmwood Avenue, highlighting the amazing team and stories that make 1330 such a special place. And we've been following it all morning. They really do it all, from the pancake breakfast, which was fantastic, and much more. We're going to check in live with Chris Lopez right here. He's got more for us. Hey there.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with Todd Youngman this morning, comedian, big time helper here at 1330.
Love this place.
Philosopher, comedian.
No, not at all.
None of
Nope,
that?
nope, not
Okay,
at all. Just comedian.
Just comedian.
That's it. I wish I was a philosopher. No, just tell jokes. That's it.
And
Yeah.
you have a big event going on.
Yes.
Comedy at the Carlson very soon, actually.
Yeah, May
relatively
15th.
soon.
Yeah, May 15th. It's called Sometimes You Just Gotta Laugh. And what it is, I mentor the AYAs on doing stand-up comedy. We get together, and for about, I can't even tell you, like a month and a half, we just every Tuesday get together, and I help them come up with a set that helps empower them. The set is all about, we're laughing at cancer. It sounds awful,
It
but
does.
that's what we're doing. Yes, it does. It sounds, but what it does is it takes the power away from the cancer, and we do it on May 15th at Comedy at the Carlson, and they sell it out every year. 325 people come out, they laugh, and it's fun.
What's that growth like? I mean, you have kids in here that have probably never been on stage at all.
Oh,
then you get
majority.
Then you get them on stage to
Yeah.
talk about something sensitive.
Right, to talk about something sensitive, they're all very nervous before it happens, but afterwards, you can't put a price on the feeling of when you go on stage and you make an audience laugh. It's incredible.
No philosophy, Todd?
No philosophy.
Okay, all right.
No,
Sound
I
like
got
a
nothing.
philosopher right now.
No, I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Todd also has to
I have to
leave
go.
as well.
Very important.
He's got to leave
Hey, it
as
was
well.
good to see you.
Very
Say hi to
nice to
Dan
see
Strack
you.
for me.
I will.
All right.
I will. He's on vacation today, Dan. Michaela Deeg, though. Got to check in with you. You're a comedian as too. Are you better than Todd?
I mean,
You catching up?
I think I'm getting pretty
hesitated
close.
there.
You don't want to knock someone who's helping you out. So
Yeah.
I think he's great, and I think I'm a good follow up behind him.
I heard you were fantastic. What's it like when you go up on stage and talk about? We were talking about, talking about cancer. That's incredibly sensitive. You guys flip it.
Definitely. I mean, it's really, from a start, most of our members, myself included, you're already using the dark humor to cope. When something's so heavy, when you make sort of light of it, one, it opens up the conversation for others to feel like, okay, I could talk about this, but then you yourself, it seems less scary and less intimidating when you sort of make fun of it.
Do you guys think that you're creating some inspiration for the people that are watching you to talk more about something that they deem as sensitive and that they don't want to talk about?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's very, just in general, getting up in front of a bunch of people by yourself, that alone can be very inspiring, but then to sort of now lay out your whole self in front of these people as well, I think it lets a lot of people kind of think like, all right, if they're doing it, maybe I can. And also, why not? I think there's a lot of community in sharing the things that maybe we think we don't want to. A lot of times other people are struggling with it as well, and you can find a bigger community that way.
How many times have you been on stage?
Oh gosh, okay, so I did it at our first show in 22, and then I want to say the next two preceding shows after, and then I just started working here, and so then I just got to be on the backside and let our members sort of take over and do it.
My last question to you, I'm going to piggyback off that. Do you feel like you learn something when you step off stage each time?
Definitely. I think it's sort of that moment of, one, like, wow, I can do this, and then it sort of opens it of like, okay, what else can I do, and like, what value is there in being uncomfortable, and a lot of times leads to a really comfortable and growing situation.
And are you performing on the 15th?
I am hosting. So me and Kelly, my coworker here, she's been on the stage before too. We're going to be hosting. So you'll see a little bit of us and then in between each of the members as well. So it should be great.
Well, good luck hosting on the 15th. Comedy at the Carlson. And it started with the blueberry pancakes. This segment is going to end with the blueberry pancakes. Lauren Spiker, Caroline Miller, prepping them up. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the station. Or at the station. I have to finish my pancakes. I ate 3 already. I combined them, Steph. I combined the blueberry with the chocolate. It was absolutely fantastic. You have the zest of the blueberry, the sweetness of the milk chocolate. You're going to hate on me. I don't care. Don't yuck my yum. Back to you in studio.
Why are you so horrified? That sounds good.
He
Steph.
wanted to combine them into one pancake.
Listen, I respect it. I do. He's gone. Okay, well, he's gone. But that's okay. That's all right. I don't know, it sounds pretty good.
I don't mind. 2 separate pancakes, you want to do that? That's your yum. Not mine.
No judgment. When we come back, we are making those final touches as we count down to tax day.
We'll tell you more right after this. Well, we're getting down to the wire for many taxpayers with less than a week now to file with the IRS.
Tax day is April 15th. It's coming up quick. MMB+CO has been helping us prepare to file all tax season. This morning, we're going over some of the things that slow the process down and what happens after you have filed. Partner Christine Stamatis joins us now with more. We were talking during the commercial break. You started this session off.
Yeah.
We're going to end tax season with you as well, so we're happy to have you here.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be back.
You know, tax season, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's been so busy for you guys.
Yeah.
Tell us just how busy it's been.
Well, I mean, the entire country needs to file their tax return, and we have this short period of time to collect our documents and our data and get it in. So I think, you know, yes, it's a crunch time, and yes, it's very busy, but we can't be afraid of extensions. We have extensions available to us, and more people need to take advantage of that.
And as we're coming down to the wire, have you noticed any mistakes that people have been making because they're probably frantically trying to get everything together?
Yes, you know, and it can be something simple as human error, you know, typing in the wrong bank account, or, you know, claiming a dependent when they're claimed elsewhere, or forgetting a document. And, you know, that's why I'm saying, you know, extensions are available. We don't have to rush. We can take our time and file an accurate return.
Mm-hmm.
How soon after you file will you be notified that something went wrong? Maybe there were some mistakes made along the way.
Well, what's good about technology now is the IRS will reject electronically filed returns that contain the wrong data, such as a Social Security number or something similar, date of birth. So those kind of errors are recognized immediately. As far as underreported income or accelerated deductions errors, those you normally would get a notice in anywhere from a couple weeks to even a couple of years, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness. And is there anything, like, what should people do right after they hit that submit button?
Well, they can track their refunds online. I know people are always anxious as to when those are going to come in, and the IRS website and New York State website both have check your refund status. Certainly don't want to get rid of your documents. You want to hang on to all of that supporting documentation for 7 years, actually.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, just stay organized. And, you know, should a notice come in the mail, you have the resources on hand and the documents available to respond to that.
Wrong social security number, a mistyped birth date,
Yeah.
something like that can slow the process down. What are some of the other things that may cause bumps in the road?
A lot of times people receive corrected 1099 or brokerage forms in the mail after the return has been filed. And, you know, sometimes it's a very slight change, but people panic because, oh no, I've already filed. Now I have a corrected document. So first, you know, see if it's going to impact your tax return at all. And if it does, then we file an amended return. You know, it's not as scary as some people think.
That is good to know.
Yeah.
And I'm also wondering, for anyone out there who is kind of waiting for this process to be over and they're a little nervous about what that return may look like, how do you recommend that they kind of go through and check their work?
Well, what I really recommend is preparing throughout the year. So, yes, I know people do get down to the crunch and you should check your work, but you should have an idea before you even prepare your return or have it prepared, where you're going to end up, if you are going to owe or get a refund. You should be aware of all of the triggering events throughout the year. New house, new baby, new job, new investments. So what I would recommend is if you have your return prepared by, you know, us, you receive the return for review and signature. Take your time, go through all of your source documents, make sure they're incorporated into the return, ask questions if there's something you don't understand before you sign and hit that submit button.
Very good. And, you know, extensions are out there for filing, but that still means that if you have money that you owe,
that's
you have to pay,
correct.
yes?
An extension is an extension of time to file, not an extension of time to pay. So if you think you will owe, you need to estimate what that amount is and pay that in at the time of extension to avoid penalties.
All right, very good stuff to know, and I'm glad that we had you in because I'm
Thank
sure
you.
a lot of people needed that advice.
Just a quick follow-up to that as well, and I know we're running low on time here, so I'll make it quick. There are payment options available too.
Yes.
So if somebody hits the file button and they think, okay, I owe $2,000 and I don't have $2,000, there are payment plans, yes?
There are payment plans both on the New York State website and the IRS website, and they're automatic payment plans. You specify the amount that you want to pay in each month. You are still paying interest and some late filing penalties on that, or I'm sorry, not late filing, payment penalties, but it's better than just pretending it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Very true. Thank you so much for your time today. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Don't forget, April 15th is tax day, so get those taxes done.
Hey, stick around. We have so much more to come here on ARC Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We'll be right back.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature.
This is a folding pocket Kodak, 1897.
Inside the walls of the George Eastman Museum, you'll find a collection like no other, showcasing the innovations from the man who revolutionized photography. First with the dry plate, removing the need to develop images within minutes.
He kind of figured it out. So eventually he would patent a machine that would coat gelatin dry plates, and then he started selling them actually through an agency in New York City.
That paved the way for Eastman's American film in 1885, which required a roll film holder. When it didn't catch on, he pivoted again.
He takes this film, puts it into a small handheld camera, and decides to market it towards a newly emerging amateur photography market. The Kodak comes about, that's what he names the product. And it's basically a big success.
Todd Gustafson is curator of the technology collection at the museum. He says Eastman often played with anagrams and was fond of the letter K.
So that's basically a name that he invented.
In 1888, Eastman sold 5,000 Kodaks. It came preloaded with 100 pictures.
So what you do is you lift up on this string to cock the shutter. There's a little V line, that's the viewfinder. You hold it against your chest and you press the button. And by the way, this is from 1888 and it still works.
Consumers would return the camera to Kodak, which would process the photos. It came with a slogan many still remember today.
You press the button, we do the rest. And it's the we do the rest part that really made it go.
12 years later came the Brownie, retailing for $1 and bringing photography to the masses.
From that time on, they would go and add features to make either the film better or the cameras better or the processing better, and this would just evolve over many, many years.
George Eastman's Colonial Revival Mansion would be completed in 1905. He would live here until his death. Nearly 3 decades later, it would become a photography museum and a memorial to the man who revolutionized the industry. Today, visitors can explore Kodak's cameras through the years, along with other brands, many inspired by Eastman's work. They can also tour his home, learning more about the man who helped put Rochester on the map.
And he also decided to make Rochester a city worth living in. So again, he could bring other workers here. So pretty much everything that's related to culture in this town goes back to George Eastman.
Eastman's impact still graces the Rochester skyline today. For Amazing America 250, I'm Matt Malloy.
Amazing America 250 is sponsored by Balance of Nature, the phytonutrition company.
gets her.
It's Thursday morning or Friday Eve.
It's Oblivious Thursday.
Oblivious Thursday. I like that.
Yeah.
Mark is here. We're talking weather trivia, and apparently you gave away the answer.
I did.
I didn't see it.
You know,
Neither of us did.
unknowingly, but I changed it on Facebook. But, you know, some people caught on. Someone even in the comments section said, this seems like an SAT question, you know, trying to catch you off guard.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, this time around it is changed. It was a nice day 2 years ago on this day. We set a record high temperature. And the weather trivia today running with that theme. How warm did it get? And a lot of us actually do remember this because this was one day after the total solar eclipse that we didn't get to see. 79 degrees, 76 degrees, 83 or 88 degrees. Now you remember last hour I actually had the years also attached to these temperatures.
Yes.
And that's why I clicked off of it very quickly.
Ah, okay.
But, changed that up on Facebook, and we had some weather video from that date. We were up at Abbott's in near Ontario Beach Park. You know, folks are out there, short sleeves, getting the ice cream. You know, you can see the kids working in the back in the short sleeves and dishing it out. You know, Rochester tradition to go up Lake Avenue to that spot and enjoy a nice mild day. But how warm did it get? How warm do you think it got? Or do you remember? I mean, it was only 2 years ago.
Only.
2 short years.
79, 76, 83, 88. You know, I'm going to go with 79. I'm going to go with
79,
A.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with B.
76? Okay. And this morning's weather.
Oh, no.
It's all A's.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Of course, A. Sounds like an SAT question.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
all A's. Yep, I had to put.
Oh, there were some people who
Yeah,
didn't
I
know.
know. I'm not gonna. Yep, but I did change. So I did change it.
Yeah.
So those are probably responses after I changed the graphic on Facebook. 79 degrees it was. Yeah, that was the answer. This is an interesting record high temperature also because this is the coldest record high temperature for the month of April. So this is the lowest maximum temperature that we have for any given date in Rochester history. So I know 79 degrees sounds like a delight, but there was only 2 days in the record book that had record highs in the 70s.
Wow.
And that was one of them. So we have temps right now, not at record levels. We're at 50. The southwest breeze at 16. That's going to push in some warmer air. Steph's cheering it on here.
Oh, it's shaking.
Okay, that's because we have wind gusts to 28 miles per hour out there, and we're going to get some gusts in the low 30s. The cold air, it's going to fade away, but it's going to kind of come back for the front half of the weekend for Friday. And then by Sunday, Monday, look at that, we're back in the 70s, so 73 degrees by Monday. And this is an interesting, you're looking at a line of constant height in the atmosphere, and you're saying, what the heck is that? So go up halfway in the atmosphere. When the air gets warm, it expands. When the air gets cold, it contracts. Okay, the colder and contracted air is usually up to the north in Canada, the purples, the blues, and the warmer colors, the oranges and the reds down south. That's where the atmosphere expands as it warms up. So if you have those kinds of colors over the top of you, that indicates that the temperature is going up. So in weather, this is a 500 millibar chart that we're looking at. But what you're really looking at is a little dip right there that goes on off to the east, and then Sunday, Monday, notice how those lines bow up back over Rochester. We start to get back to those oranges and yellows, and that means that the air is getting a little thicker, and that means that the air is getting a little warmer as we go through next week. So we think it's going to be a nice warm start to the week. And you know who's happy about that?
Oh, man. Finnegan.
Little Finnegan.
That is
adorable.
The tiniest little dog.
I know.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
And he's not even upset about having the ears on.
No.
He's like, Mom, just give me another treat or let's go for a while. His tongue hanging out. In his best life. Okay, Finnegan, what do we have for you? We have a late day. I kind of put the paw halfway in between dry and wet because most of today is going to be dry. But if you're out later this evening, it will get a little wet. There's the chance for a couple of showers. Friday, definitely going to be some wet paws out there. But the weekend dries out nicely. And Monday, even though you see that icon in the wet area there, it's not going to be a washout for Monday. It's going to be one of these days that's in the low to mid 70s, and we'll get that small chance for a shower. But satellite radar this morning does show some clouds over western New York. It's not going to be an overcast day. We'll get some breaks in those clouds, but also a cold front back to the west, and that's the reason that we're going to see this little cool down coming our way over the next few days. On the future weather, shows it pretty nicely. You want to take the walk this afternoon, check out 3 p.m. Upper 60s to near 70 at that point. Still dry weather. It's going to be pretty nice. There's that chance for a few showers around later this evening. Not a wall-to-wall washout, but if we do get a period of steady rain, it may be Friday afternoon for a brief period of time. We've got some showers there for the morning on Friday, and there's that little line with the actual cold front coming through later Friday afternoon with those temps dropping back through the 50s at that point. So again, the cooler start to the weekend for us. There's Saturday morning back in the 30s, at least initially. So get the cup of coffee. Not enough rain to be a cause for concern, but enough that we'll track it for you. A 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of rain seems like a pretty good possibility. As that rain moves on through, that's not enough to be a cause for concern for flooding. I know that was a big topic last week, but not going to be a big problem this time. High of 69 today. We'll see that number mid to late afternoon and drop back through the 50s with some of those showers around this evening. The extended forecast shows a cooler day Saturday, warming back up by the end of the weekend, and isolated thunderstorms even by Tuesday, as it does turn briefly cooler midweek next week, but I think we'll bounce back from that brief cool down.
Maybe a common misconception here, but now is not the time to put the plants outside, right? Like this weekend might be a little deceiving, like, oh, the sunshine, the warmer weather, not yet, though, right?
You look at some of those overnights. We had 3 straight nights on the 7-day there in the 50s for overnight lows. A few nights like that, but you just have to remember that they're still outside because, you saw Saturday mornings in the mid-30s. You don't want the Easter plants outside in the mid-30s, and you go to the garden center too, and the hydrangeas are there, the azaleas are there, but these are floral hydrangeas. These are not the kinds that you have out in your yard that are planted in landscape. There's a difference between the floral hydrangea and the hydrangea that goes in that you'll see come back every year. But yeah.
This feels like a targeted attack because I distinctly remember you getting very irritated with me right around this time last year for doing exactly. You're like,
I was like, Abby, did you leave the plant outside?
I was like, yeah, it looks so nice on the steps. I'm like, it doesn't go out there. Yeah. Ridiculous. Jeez. I think we still have the Christmas plant that you gave us outside too.
Oh yeah.
I think
it's surviving.
Well, they're just boughs, so you just take the boughs out. You can replace them next year.
What?
You cut the boughs off the tree, like a pine tree.
Yeah.
So those are just little pine boughs and stuck in the.
Oh.
So you just replace them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Hey, much more to get to here on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to an upcoming brunch. It's promising smooth jazz, good vibes, and ways to give back.
Hey, take us with you. You can watch us on the go. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We are back after this. Rochester alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta sorority is celebrating 60 years of service in style with its Diamonds Are Forever Jazz Brunch.
Fundraising Chair Jennifer Boutte and Chapter President Dr. Shirley Green join us now with a preview of this special event and how it's honoring legacy members, supporting future scholars, and bringing the community together. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
All right, Doc, we're going to start off with you. Tell us a little bit about this event. It sounds like a great time.
So this is our annual Jazz Brunch, which is our primary fundraiser to support our young people in Monroe County. Each year we give over $10,000 of scholarships to high school seniors. And so we are always excited to be able to hold this event to support the Rochester and Monroe County area.
Absolutely. And Delta Sigma Theta has a special place in my heart. I was a Delta scholar in high school. And so a lot of the foundations, the culture, class, confidence, that was all built up in me. Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be able to impart that on several generations.
So you may know that Rochester Alumni Chapter started in 1965 here in the Rochester community. And so we have been doing scholarship, service, social action all around our core value of sisterhood. And so with that foundation, we make sure that we're in the community supporting our young people primarily, but also the entire community.
Jen, same question for you.
So again, scholarship, service, sisterhood, social action, it's who we are. Rochester alumni, we are big on education. You know, our chapter specifically has a number of educators. So this is something that we are very passionate about, hosting this signature event, making sure that obviously we raise lots of proceeds so we can award more scholarships year after year. You know, my daughter, similar to you, she was a scholarship awardee. She was also a member of our DADG, Delta Academy, Delta Gyms program. So again, these things are very important to us.
And those scholarships make such a difference. And, you know, every little bit helps, but I imagine it also is such a confidence boost.
So it is. Every little bit helps. And sometimes the finances is why children may not go off to school. And so Deltas want to make sure that that's not hindering young people from going off to school. And it's about us giving to the community, but we know that it's benefiting young people to have the opportunity to go off to college.
And I love the theme, like taking a play on diamonds, for example. Tell us a little bit more about where that came from.
So Diamonds Are Forever. The theme came from, of course, our 60th anniversary. It's our diamond year. So you think of Diamonds Are Forever. We you know, our Delta Deers, which are, you know, members who are 62 years of age and up. But specifically with this event, we are honoring our source who have been members of the organization for 60 plus years. So that's kind of where the diamond theme came from, you know, thinking of the 60 years and all that. And then we have some special homage we're paying to that Diamonds Are Forever theme on the day of the event. You think of a movie, say like James Bond. I'm not gonna, you know, tease too much. Not gonna tease too much, but think of Diamonds Are Forever as it relates to James Bond and all the things, yeah.
I'm seeing live musicians on the poster.
Yes,
is that
you
true?
Are. So we are fortunate and blessed to have two of our own, Deepak Vetu and Judah Seeley, both chart-topping jazz artists, to provide our entertainment that day. It's going to be great from start to finish. And you know, Abby, you know from the past, our experience together, I love a good party where there's good dance. So they're going to make sure that they set the atmosphere on Sunday, May 3rd. Yeah, we're very excited to have them both with us.
Excellent.
And for anyone who wants to learn more about the event or maybe just about Delta Sigma Theta, where can they go and how can they get involved?
So if they're looking to learn about Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, we have a national website that they can look up information, but we also have our local website here in Rochester, Rochester Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and it will give you information about who we are as an organization. Delta was founded in 1913, and so we have over 350,000 members internationally. And so if anyone's interested in Delta, that's where you can find the information. As far as the Jazz Brunch, I'll let Jen talk about that.
Yes, and for tickets to the Jazz Brunch, you can visit our Facebook page, you can visit our website. We're Rochester Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated on Facebook. There are, lots of posts. Look for this beautiful flyer. It'll take you right to our Zeffy link where you can purchase tickets, purchase tables. We still have sponsorship opportunities available, digital Jazz Brunch advertisement opportunities available, all the things. So buy a ticket today. It's going to be great.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yes.
Thank you both so much for coming in today.
Thank you
We
for
really
having us.
appreciate it. All the event information will, as always, go over on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com.
Stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, our Christian Garzone will join us for this morning's Reporter Recap.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. For this morning's Reporter Recap, the town of Greece has issued a warning after a town employee's email account was hacked and phishing emails went out to some residents.
13 Wham's Christian Garzone has the latest from the town and what folks should do if they receive one of these emails.
Molly Clifford is the chief of staff for the town of Greece. She says cyber hacking is the way of the world now for organizations big and small. The town of Greece is no exception. This week, their town assessor had their email compromised, and emails went out to residents with phishing attempts.
And as these hacks go, it's sort of regenerated through the email addresses in her address book. We caught it quickly.
Clifford says they were able to disable the link internally. However,
we know she had some outside email addresses in her address book, so unfortunately some members of the public were impacted.
How many remains to be seen. If you see an email from the Greece town assessor in your inbox from earlier this week, don't open it. Cybersecurity expert Paul Robinson says if you did click the link in one of these emails, take action.
If you clicked on this and gave financial information, review your bank account, contact your financial institution, change passwords.
Clifford says under the prior administration, there was no director of IT, and the town is now working on beefing up its IT team. Robinson says Greece needs to ensure they have some standard measures in place.
Basic security controls, anomaly detections, email, phishing campaigns.
Clifford says their IT team did go through security checks this week with the New York State Department of Homeland Security, and they are working on adding additional measures.
But we really are serious about making sure that it doesn't happen again.
And our Christian Garzone joins us now with more on this story. There's a lot of things to get into here. I know there's not much known about the exact email.
Correct.
But it did go out to a number of people in the town.
It did, and when you see an email from the town assessor, this is like another level of sophistication here. That's according to Paul Robinson. And I would even say, as a Greece resident myself, if I saw an email from the town assessor, I would want to open it. Now, I don't know what the context of the email was, but certainly there are people out there who are vulnerable who might click on the link, the attachment that was there. And Paul Robinson is saying, look, if you did get this email and you clicked on anything, go through your accounts, change your passwords if you can, just call your banks if you gave any information like that. Just be vigilant. It's not clear yet how many people were impacted, but the town is saying right now it looks like it was on the smaller end of things.
What comes next with their investigation? I'm sure they're not just going to let this drop.
No, they say they're going to rejigger some of the things they do when they approach cybersecurity. They did sit down with the New York State Department of Homeland Security to go over some protocols and maybe some suggested changes. I did ask Molly about those changes, but I think it's a little bit too much tech talk. Even for me, if I heard the answer, I'd say, oh, okay. So maybe for an IT guy, he could probably decipher what was said exactly, what the recommendations were. But they are looking at, they want to ensure this never happens again. And you heard her in there say, last administration, there was no director of IT. So right now they're trying to get that position in place, I believe, so they have a beefed up, buffed up force there who can really tackle these kinds of things.
For sure. And do you know how long people should expect to not open those emails? Has it been reset as of this point, that email address?
Internally, they were able to reset that email and get rid of it. I think people should just, because you never know, sometimes people check emails 4 or 5 days later. So it could still be in your inbox. If you see it, just delete it. Do not click on anything. And we again, back to that level of sophistication. Have you ladies gotten those text alerts about the traffic tolls?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of those. And when you zoom in on the seal, New York State isn't spelled properly. So there's things you can do, but there are vulnerable populations who see these things, who aren't proficient with email and phones and things like that, who are going to fall for some of these things. But I wouldn't feel bad about that. Paul Robinson said he's been doing this for 16 years. Even he's susceptible because, again, there's another level to these things. And if you see the town assessor send you an email, I would open it up and probably, dumb old me, click, oopsie daisies.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you and I are both homeowners, and it is. Anytime you get any email regarding your property or the value of your home or, a bill that is maybe a surprise, you get that sinking feeling in your stomach and you're like, okay, I better pay this right now, or I better do this this very second. So it's understandable. We talk to members of law enforcement all the time about these hackers and these criminals who create that sense of urgency.
Yes.
And that is how they get their victims.
And I get phone calls off and on. But you need to pay this right away. You owe back taxes. The IRS is going to send you a letter. They're not going to call you over the phone. There's all kinds of ways they're getting smarter and smarter. And now we have the town of Greece getting hacked into. But I'm confident they're going to fix this, and this probably won't happen again, hopefully until these cyber criminals get a little more smarter.
For sure. All right, Christian, thank you. We appreciate it. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this. 9:28 on this Thursday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. Time for a fan favorite. Our Christian Garzone is back with some truth or
Hey,
trash.
I'm back. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. How you doing over there with the microphone and everything? You're going to do it like those food influencers. You're going to hold it up. Yeah. No,
Yes,
thank you
Mark.
so much. Truth or trash? You guys know how it works. They could all be true, all trash, some true, some fake. We don't know. I got 4 stories today.
Okay.
You want to kick it off?
Yeah.
Recently, the past few years, there's been an uptick in military UFO talk and military members recounting their time seeing unidentified aerial phenomenon or UFOs. I was on USS Nimitz when Tic Tac happened. I believe this is it right here. When our pilots were chasing aircraft. They didn't know what it was, couldn't explain it. I have a story here from a local Marine who is talking about a UFO encounter he had. His name is Roderick Castle, Marine Corps. He served aboard Marine aircraft in 1997 near 29 Palms, California. He and his team encountered what he can only describe as a triangular, hovering aircraft about 300 feet in length, floating silently in the night. Men dressed in black uniforms were by the UFO, not from any branch of our military. Castle and his team were told to leave and remain silent on this. Now, following this, Castle says his team had all kinds of equipment failures, and he was encouraged under pressure to forget what he saw once he reported it. And Castle has been fighting to testify before Congress on this. There's been a number of congressional hearings on this matter with military members talking about what they've seen regarding extraterrestrial life, UFOs. We even had, I believe it's Representative Burchett come out recently, Tennessee Congressman, I believe, talk about there has been contact between humans and aliens, and if we knew what was going on, we'd lose our minds if we knew the truth. So that's just one story from our local Roderick Castle. He used to work at Veterans Outreach Center, by the way. Oh, yeah. So next story, here we go. Shifting to Dutch politician expelled from her political party for editing her publicity photo too much. Patricia Reichman is perhaps the youngest looking 59-year-old you'll ever see should you see her public photo. Reichman is a council member from Rotterdam and used AI to edit her official candidate photo, with critics saying she looks just unrecognizable. Her party asked her to resign, but she refused. The party then expelled her, saying it was not a realistic depiction of her. It's quite the side-by-side.
Can I look up the photo, or does that give it away?
Well, we got to wait and see. We got to see if it's truth or trash.
I tried that one time on TV. I came on with a wig. They didn't like it.
No, both of us did. We were wigs.
I liked it.
Remember that? I do remember. Those wigs I dusted off. They were probably filled with, I don't know, some kinds of bugs or something. Check your scalp. Next story. YouTuber convinces stranger to rob bank with him, but Mark Hopkins has gone viral after he convinced a stranger to rob a bank with him, but it wasn't actually a real bank. The stranger, known as Adam, did not know that Hopkins had set this all up and carefully choreographed everything to do the fake robbery, including a police chase and arrest using friends. The video got over 5 million views. Poor Adam, didn't know about this. For Adam's trouble, he was given about £3,500. So it's a UK story there.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine going along with that, thinking it's the real deal, and what you must be thinking, finding out it's fake. Relief? Are you embarrassed? I don't know what you would be, but yeah. Okay. And final story. Museum finds ancient Roman bone phallus in unopened box. In an unopened box, the Dutch Museum says while going through thousands of unopened boxes of objects collected over 7 decades, in one of them they found an 8-inch long penis carved from bone. It dates back some 2,000 years from that area when it was a Roman province called Noviomagus. Apparently, Romans would routinely carve objects like this as a symbol of protection, fertility, and good fortune. So those are the... What? I don't know. I do, in the car, those Italian horns, those red horns, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I have one of those in the car. I do not have a...
Different than that.
Yeah, different than that. But I think it's along the same line of thinking, protection. Okay, going off the rails here. Those are the 4 stories.
Try not to.
UFO story in 29 Palms, California from our Marine friend. Dutch politician expelled from her political party for looking unrecognizable in her publicity photo versus her real life look. YouTuber convinces stranger to rob bank with him, but it was all fake. And museum finds ancient Roman bone phallus in unopened box, 2,000 years old. So ladies first.
Oh man, I'm gonna go all of them are true. Honestly, like I think they all are pretty spot on.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say you wouldn't make up a person who worked at Veterans Outreach. So the first one has to be true, I would hope. The second one, it's giving UK or like abroad would do something like that. So I think that that's true. And then I also feel like, YouTuber I've been iffy on. I wanted to say it was trash, but I think I'm gonna go truth. The last one, I know that the Romans had some interesting...
Good luck charms.
Yeah, but I don't think that's one of them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that's trash.
Okay, gotcha. Mark, what are you thinking?
He doesn't want to say a word.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many things you could say.
I know, but we can't on television.
Well,
this is as far as we can go with that.
You can say
story.
anything you want once.
and then you're done. Yeah, George Carlin, seven words.
Yeah, I think the first one is true.
Yeah.
The YouTuber one, I guess, is the only one that I would think that is questionable.
You've got some doubts.
I'll go true on all three and false on the other one.
Gotcha.
The YouTuber.
Okay.
Marty.
I'll go with true on the first one. I don't know if I'm really into UFOs, but I can believe someone having a story like that.
Yeah.
The picture, I can believe that one. And there was one guy I used to work with a long time ago. He said, get one good headshot and just keep using that for years and years and never change it.
Yeah,
so, That's, but that was before AI.
Mark still has hair in his head.
I know, it still passes somehow.
Let's see, the YouTuber, I'll believe anything with that one. That can go 50-50. I can see that going either way. So I'll go true with that. And the last one, that's got to be true.
Because you carry one. Okay. No, well, let's.
For the story.
Yeah, well, yes.
Tipped it off.
We'll go to tipped it off. That's funny. All right, we'll go with these 4 stories. They are all true.
Whoa!
And I will say, Roderick Castle reached out to me a number of months ago about this. There's a depiction of what he claims he saw. There's all kinds of people in the military you'll meet, and there's some of the documents there that you'll meet. I remember talking to sailors out at sea, a couple of them. Older school sailors would talk about orbs underwater, just silently coming and going. Is there a UFO base in the ocean? I mean, it's just all kinds of odd stories that you'll hear. But that's one. I mean, obviously, I don't know if it's true, but this is Roderick Castle's account from 29 Palms, California, middle of the night. There's a Dutch politician side by side. What
close.
a beauty.
Oh. Okay.
There she is. Yeah. The most unrecognizable, what do they say, the youngest looking 59-year-old you'll ever see.
Nee, het is 2 verschillende. Dat is andere ogen, weer andere kleur ogen.
What are they saying?
Hetzelfde, man.
Oh, yeah, well, okay.
That's to me.
And then we've got the YouTuber convinces stranger to go on a bank robbery with him. There you go, true story. Poor Adam, that guy went along thinking it's the real deal.
Why did he agree to it?
I don't know, maybe he got one life to live. Maybe he thought I would just go out with a bang. I have no idea. And the museum finding that ancient Roman phallus.
Oh.
Are we allowed to show that?
Well, it looks like
art,
it looks like one of those it's a
Like a
vegetable.
rutabaga.
Yeah,
That's
right.
been peeled.
But they carried that
We
with
can't
them.
say what producer Ashley just said, can we?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
What'd she say? I missed it. I was yakking.
Christian would say it.
Yeah, I would say it probably. Yeah.
I mean, it also it could be a bunch of things.
Who said it was artwork? Was that Ashley?
That was
Yeah.
me.
That was you? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, it really is just a bone. And it could be open to interpretation like all art. What did you see?
What?
I saw the rutabaga.
Yeah.
That's what I was It was a vegetable.
Yeah, a vegetable, root vegetable. Well, that's Truth or Trash for today. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with some more stories. I want to thank you, as always, for the time.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Christian. Number 1 segment rated on television worldwide.
Artemis 2 is
100%.
watching it right now, is on their way back to Earth. Yeah, huge, yes.
Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're looking ahead to the Interloop blog's upcoming roast battle. It's happening tonight.
Hey, take us with you on the go on YouTube. We're streaming live on the 13WHAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We are back right after this.
everyone, welcome back. It's a showdown of brutal jokes and quick-witted insults at Comedy at the Carlson. The Interloop blog hosting the roast battles once again.
Comedians will go head-to-head for a night of savage burns and witty comebacks. For more on tonight's event and how you can take part in the hilarious fun, we're joined by hosts Shane Allen and Mark Meyer. Good morning to both of you.
Hello. Good morning. Thank you.
And so we were talking about during the break 5 years that you've been running this roast. So tell us about this year. What makes it different?
We got 16 comics. We got a bunch of former champions on this round tonight, specifically at Comedy at the Carlson. We got a guy that has a fresh DUI that's going to be there. We got a couple guys named Kevin. We got a guy that's a former theater kid and a guy that's a hillbilly handyman. A lot of weirdos. But
recipe for comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think what's different too this year than other years is we took out something was where we used to have people eat really spicy chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
Before roasting each other. And then we were like, this is dumb. And we stopped doing it. So
yeah, each round the wings would get spicier and spicier. Yeah. And we noticed by the championship round that people were throwing up because of it.
Oh my God.
So it wasn't great.
Why was that part of the original plan? Just to make them suffer?
We have really bad ideas.
Okay, I don't know about that. Come on, you've been doing this for 5 years. You've been doing the Interloop blog for about 10 years-ish. So those ideas, they must be good if they've been sticking for so long.
We'll see. I mean, we gotta sell these tickets. I guess we'll understand if the audience turns out tonight.
So tell us about some of the matchups. Which comedians are going head-to-head?
Yeah, we've got, like I said, some former champions on this one. Last year, we had Connor McCann as the champion, so he's got me going up against a guy named Ricky Reno. Like I said, a lot of weird. So 16 different comics. If you're in the audience, you're going to see probably somebody that looks like you on the stage, and you're going to see them get absolutely torched. So it's going to be like a cathartic event for you.
I want to know about the props that you brought. 'Cause
sure.
I see them sitting here on the table.
Well, Shane and I thought, we come here, talk about the roast battle that's going on today, sure. Comedy at the Carlson. You take it to carlsoncomedy.com. But we wanted to teach you two how to roast.
Okay. Let's do it.
If that's should we do that?
We should,
teach them how to roast. So what I did is I went on my MySpace and Shane's MySpace, and I found just whatever pictures from the past few years. And so, because a lot of it's based on how you look, when you're roasting somebody.
Okay.
So here's just a cute, is there a camera A? Where can I?
Camera 4.
Camera 4, all right. So here's just a nonchalant, whatever picture of me.
Oh, wow.
To get people to roast. And you look at that and be like, I mean, he's handsome, he's got a lot of money, not a lot there to roast, right?
Sure.
But then, Shane, you're like, oh, yeah. There's plenty that we can do there to roast, right?
There's a Starbucks in the background.
Yeah. Me, another whatever picture. It's just, me just with I have a farm, my puppies.
Yeah.
And then you look at Shane and you're like, oh, he's kicking the crap out of Punch the Monkey.
Oh, Punch.
And you're like, there's plenty to roast
there.
Man.
And then there's another one of me, and then that classic picture of Shane Allen. And then you just roast based on how they look.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the key to it?
Yeah, and if you'd like, I wrote you guys some roast jokes if you want to read these.
These are about Shane, right?
Oh,
these are.
Man,
yeah.
I don't know if I should say this.
For the comics
go
tonight,
ahead.
nothing is off limits.
Nothing off limits, yeah. If this is a rated R comedy show, so if you have feelings and you care about people, you probably shouldn't come tonight.
All right. Shane looks like a Cabbage Patch doll that's filled with actual cabbage.
Oh.
Did you write that one?
I can't believe you said that. I didn't even write that down.
Wow.
That's really mean.
All right. Shane looks like he was. Shane looks like he was born to be a stepdad.
Wow.
Oh, that's a rough one.
See, I don't know. I feel like
He's hurt, guys.
this isn't the right setting for it. Because now I just feel like I'm bullying you
Yeah.
guys.
That's fine.
You wrote
It kind of
these.
needs to be. We,
No,
know,
go
like.
ahead.
Oh, we have to make fun of you guys?
Oh, no.
I mean, I volunteer as
No, we
tribute.
want to be
Why
invited
not?
back.
Shane looks like a failed firefighter that can only see his kids on the weekends.
Wow.
Mark is dying over there. All right, this one. Shane looks like he sells vapes to children.
Oh my!
Jeez.
It's just true.
If I could plug my side business of selling vapes to children here, that'd be great.
My
Facebook
I can't
delivery
read
is
this one
off.
out loud.
I believe in you.
No. I need to keep my job.
I
Believe it or
showed a
not, I
picture
need
of
to keep it. No,
Shane
actually,
beating
I
a
really
punch the
can't.
monkey.
Okay, if you had to roast us, what would you zero in on?
There's a lot of good stuff for me.
I don't roast women.
What?
Now, I know you have some female
That was somehow the
comedians.
most sexist thing you've ever said.
You know, you look like Ron Swanson if he never went to a park or done any recreation,
Thank you.
according to the card.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So still nothing?
No.
No?
To roast you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, I would never. What I want to really talk about is usually Dan's here.
Mm-hmm.
What I really want to talk about is he was trying to raise money by selling his body for what was it for? It was
Cancer
for
Support Community Accounts
yes.
Club.
It's like to go on a date with Dan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
He's going on his date this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend.
Cool.
Yes.
You're videotaping this, right? But
kinda wanna go.
he was trying to get like $10,000.
Yeah.
How much did he get? Because you go up there and they auction off your body for a date.
He
$400 bucks?
It was
Dan.
he Ashley's saying he broke 1,000.
Oh.
Get out of here.
I mean, the campaigning was off the charts. If you were at the parade, you got one of those. It was probably about this size, maybe half this.
Yeah.
He had the videos online. He was out there.
Well, that's the thing. I shouldn't know about this, but he campaigned so hard. Like, I'm not buying Dan. He campaigned so hard that, like, I knew about it, and I was rooting for him because I saw him doing, like, push-ups.
Yeah.
Was he shirtless at one point?
I don't think.
Yeah, oh, that's why he didn't get that
He was-
10K.
Yeah, I
Something
know.
off.
He took something.
Like it was a jacket, maybe.
His jacket, his belt he took off at one point. There was a video of him in bed. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we got creative with it. Yeah.
So was there anybody that got like $5 or something?
You know, I don't know about that.
Like $5 as like overall?
Yeah, like they're really bad or just didn't get a vote.
I don't know.
No, thank you.
Right. If that actually happened, I feel like they should be part of the roast, right?
Do you?
Yeah, if you only got $5 for your date, you should come to Comedy at the Carlson tonight.
Yeah.
All right,
Do
so
your
it's
date
happening tonight. What time if people want to get tickets?
7 o'clock, carlsoncomedy.com, best place to get your tickets. Probably won't be available at the door, so you want to get them online.
Do you guys usually sell out for this show?
Usually, yeah.
Okay. All right, good stuff. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it.
Hey, when Arc Rochester returns, we are taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Thursday morning.
We'll be right back.
It's time to see what's trending now, starting with a new craze that is taking over social media.
All right, people of all ages are currently fixated on Neato. The brand sells a variety of different squishies, including one shaped like animals, food, and all different shapes.
The company currently sells over 50 different kinds of squishies, some of the most popular being the Nice Cube and the Gumdrop.
Neato toys launched in 2017.
Normal blue nice cube. I just cracked my
Okay.
finger.
However, they recently spiked in popularity after going viral online. That looks like the stress ball we got Dan for Christmas.
Well, maybe that's where it went. According to the company, they saw 10 times the demand increase for their products since the start of the year.
Neato is the must-have item among young children and high school students, along with college students and even adults.
Neatos often are priced between $5 to $10 at stores and are usually used by people as a way to relieve stress or fidget.
Multiple stores have waited weeks for restocks of the products just for them to sell out immediately when they hit store shelves.
Yeah, and videos are circulating online showing lines outside, people running once doors open, and some people even traveling to find new Neatos.
According to the toy store chain, Learning Express Toys and Gifts, the store gets between 50 and 100 calls a day from people asking if they have Neatos.
Scammers are even jumping in on the trend, selling knockoff Neatos online for over $20.
It just makes me feel old, honestly.
I had no idea about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I have never, sprinted or waited in line for an item, I don't think.
I did do Black Friday once growing up. And we were in the JCPenney. All of the moms were around the jeans in the junior section.
Okay.
So I remember putting my claw down to try to get a few pants, every man for themselves. So that would be the only experience I had to but yeah, this is, no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Harry Potter books were coming out when I was tween, I guess, and people would wait in line for those. But I think we got them on pre-order or something like that. So we never even had to wait in line for those. But I do remember it being a very big deal.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want your Neato.
I just don't get it. Whatever. I'm old. Don't go anywhere. When ARC Rochester returns this morning, our final thoughts.
We're back after this.
Time for our final thoughts of the morning on Arc Rochester. Honestly, the thing I'm focused most on is all that sunshine out there today.
Yeah.
Really nice, warmer temperatures too.
Yeah, nice little warm up. Temps near 70 this afternoon. Fun stuff.
Whole lot better than yesterday with the teens and 20s to start the day. So come a long way since then.
Yeah, the mood is different today in the
It
morning
sure is.
compared to yesterday.
Yeah.
There was some cursing. I'll be
Especially
honest.
after the 9:30, the mood is different.
Yes. That's for sure.
You never know what's going to walk through that side door. I always say it on this show. You never know what's coming in here.
It's the truth. We've seen it.
Yeah, firsthand. Comedy at the Carlson, they're doing their roast battle tonight. We'll post ticketing information over on foxrochester.com. Also, 1330 Cancer Connect, they have their big anniversary party as well. 25 years of helping people in our community.
Yeah, that'll be at the Carlson as well. We've been there all morning. Chris has been doing a great job highlighting all their amazing work.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. We'll be on 13 WHAM ABC.
Much more live local news coming up later for 13 WHAM News at midday. Christian and Mark will see you then. We'll see you tomorrow.